have this consolidated team of professionals embedded within our group, from the chaplains corps and their technicians to medical providers to mental health providers who are here to focus on the emotional, kind of care that our airmen need.
It's essential that we provide this support because we expect these airmen to do amazing things that have strategic level consequences. Some of the unique challenges about this include that they're very isolated from much of the usual supports that airmen and their families can access. Due to the classified nature of their work, they can't talk about what they do. So being in an ART team embedded in a unit assigned to this unit inside the secure area, we're able to bring our expertise into that space and then consult on how to improve people's wellness and also mission performance.
I know that the first time I was able to open up with a psychiatrist here, embedded within the team, in the building, and speak on a completely open level, that's when the questions started getting raised. Well, have you taken this type of a test? Have you had this type of an evaluation? Because this is what it sounds like. And that's when the diagnosis started to come down. It was a great deal of relief, honestly. I mean, it was an unburdening to feel like you could finally openly express without editing, without watching your P's and Q's. It was much easier to just tell it straight to someone who had that clearance and that classified access.
One of the things that is so beneficial about having the ART is that our medical providers are able to get into the system and pull test results very quickly. They are experts at getting our folks appointments with specialists and cutting through red tape.
Our guys here, they can hop off mission, come downstairs, and in a half hour I can see them and get them back on mission. They don't have to leave the building, and then they can pick up their medicines after their shift.
Being here in the DGS, it's a 24-hour mission, so we don't always have the luxury to go out and sometimes take care of the things we need to take care of. So being able to be provided those things, like having the ART program here on site, is fantastic and helps, just makes you feel like you're actually cared for,
These night shift workers don't have somebody who understands that they're coming off of a night and need a morning appointment rather than an afternoon appointment. And so we understand them the way no one else does. And so we can tailor the services to their time frame, so there's a lot we can do.
Part of what I do as a chaplain and as a religious support team with my chaplain assistant, we're the religious piece within the team. And so if anyone has a question of accommodation or religious practice or taking care of the spiritual needs of not only the airmen but their families, we're there to do it. And then part of what we do is we invest in the resiliency of the airmen before things get tough.
I can tell you one of the things I always appreciate about the ART as well is they'll come even to me as a leader in this organization and be like, well, how are you today? Right, that's something that's kind of new, right? For the most part, because typically when people come to me, they're needing something, right? They're needing help on an issue, but they're just coming to me just asking how I'm doing.
Along with that, we advise leaders across all levels on moral and ethical issues and on the climate or the environment of the workspace.
So at 2 of our sites, we have morale dogs. So we'll use the opportunity to ask, hey, how are you? How's it going? And that may lead to a hey doc conversation, or just we'll find out how they're doing while they spend some time with the animal.
I think something also that is great is the way we build connectiveness through the chapel doing retreats.
They offer like a lot of resiliency trips, and I jump on every single one, any opportunity I can to go on a ski trip or top golf, indoor skydiving. So I've done a lot of trips with them.
And then they also do something called Resiliency Week, where they take a section of, cross-functional section of the entire group. And they all come out there, and what you do is that you spend the first couple of days actually in being hosted at the Deployment Transition Center. And they allow us to come out there and utilize their space so that we can sort of work as a team and as a real group, actually as group members, to talk with each other and really talk about what's ailing you and give you time to decompress so that you can actually start working on those things instead of just identifying them. They also do like stuff off base during that week. We'll go doing team building activities. We'll be going off and doing like high adventure courses and other group activities that'll just, are made to keep you engaged and keep you working with your partners, even if you wouldn't usually do that on a professional day-to-day basis.
So we've had a wonderful response from the airmen and leaders that we get to support for Airmen Resiliency Services.
And that if there were one thing that I would follow my sword over to keep for our airmen because of the impact to morale and the impact to readiness, it would be the art and keeping the art.